All right. I know I lied. I'm sorry. I know I said that this was the last video, but because I mentioned it in one of the previous videos about that there are still little boys out there that do dumb shit. This is in as I said, my today's topic video. Let's.
Pressure around it. Oh, guys. What the are you doing, guys?
I like it. Like, don't touch her. Don't touch her. Grinding their pelvis. Like, where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go? It's like, bro.
Deep right here, it's terrifying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I remember being 17 and then hanging out with a group of dudes, and they would like yell from people from.
I had friends that did that shit. I've had friends who have raped girls. I've had friends who have gone to jail for doing that stupid shit. When you women tell men that you guys need to police your own, we do. I don't know what happened in that predicament because, I mean, it looked like at a gas station, a whole bunch. What is with black people hanging at fucking convenience stores and gas stations? I mean, I grew up and asking that very question. Now that I'm online, I mean, I've asked that question of them even back then, and they had no answer that then. But if this video goes viral, whatever, somebody please answer that question for me. What is with that behavior? As far for what is with just hanging at convenience stores and gas stations? What the fuck is that with black people? I've asked this since I was a kid. I'm asking. Hopefully somebody has a fucking answer out there. What is with black people hanging at convenience stores and gas stations by like the droves, like a fucking beehive and shit? What is with that? But anyway, this behavior needs to be wiped out. This behavior needs to be eradicated. It's men like this we're already handling our own, as in the previous videos of men, the red pill movement. But that behavior of why women still talk shit about the toxic masculinity, that video is a prime example of toxic masculinity right there. However, women are not inexcused. I was a male dancer when I was younger. Women are there's the occasional drunk guy that may jump on the stage or something like that or whatever. But dancing, even when I wasn't dancing, when I was working security at events for male dancers, for the other male dancers, I would get groped and grab my ass grabbed, and I already know there's going to be some fucking guy, some beta bitch dude, or someone, oh, you guys love it. Come on, y'all fucking love it. Not all of us do. Hate to tell you that. If I can't objectify you, I don't want you objectifying me. I don't even know the type of guys that act like that. Yeah, that's right. I hate to say it, like the Fonz. I love Happy Days, but like the Fonz, where all the women should be all over me and shit. That is bad behavior. That is just bad behavior. It's fucking just stupid. That is the reason why women are still talking shit about men. That men are just toxic and gross and nasty, and it just
like a car. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? I was so embarrassed every time they did that. I'm like, do you not see how cringy you guys are? Like, I was like, man, and I'm glad I stopped hanging out with those people.
Yeah, I stopped hanging out with those people. I mean, I had, and in the previous video, one of the previous videos, the girlfriend that my mom said, get that weak ass bitch out of my house. I was dating her at the time, pointing this out. And my friends are all like, man, Mark, why you gotta have a girlfriend and shit? Man, why don't you just be like the rest of us? Just fuck them and leave them and shit. Why do you gotta have a girlfriend? I like having a girlfriend. It's like, I'm sorry, I like having companionship. I like having a relationship. I said, y'all do realize all these women y'all are screwing over, they're all talking shit about you. Well, we don't give a fuck. It ain't messing with the pussy I get, so woke. Yeah. My mom also would have whipped my ass if I had ever been caught doing that kind of shit, that male toxic behavior. Yeah, my mom would have whipped my ass. I mean, she did say treat a woman like a queen. She's gonna act like a queen, treat her like a queen. She's gonna act like a bitch, treat her like a bitch. But to just come off in that nasty, gross, just yo baby, hey baby, where you going? Hey baby, where you go? I can't even understand how guys act like that. What? I don't get it. If y'all allow us to handle the shit, no cops are around and everything. I mean, that type of behavior needs to be eradicated. Eradicated. We are supposed to be taught right from wrong from an early age. These were grown men doing this. And obviously they come from single mother homes. We already know that. Most men aren't in the home. Most black men aren't in the home. So why is it that their mothers are raising them toxic like that? That doesn't make any sense. They're raised in a mother home. So why wouldn't they treat women better? But hey, if the law enforcement and laws allowed us to literally vigilante that shit, I'm pretty sure it would die down really damn quick.
Shortly after, but I always thought that kind of behavior was cringy. Yelling at people or trying to follow people who've already clearly said they want to get away from you. If you want to go up to the lady and be like, hey, what's up? And then they just walk away, okay? But don't be persistent on some shit where you clearly can tell she's uncomfortable. And especially if there's a group of guys and you surround her bruh.
I really want to know, how does it work in your head?
As I said, I've always wondered that. How does it make sense in your mind that behavior is okay?
How does that work in your head that you think that she's going to say yes? And you would want someone that would be pressured to say yes like that? Like that?
I can assure you, people have said yes.
Of course.
And I can assure you that it wasn't the right frame of mind to be able to say. Of
course.
Yeah.
But how, as a guy, how do you...
Well, it's the same... It's the same for guys I've known who have raped girls. What made you think that was okay? What made you think? I mean, just taking it. Assault. I mean, that makes you feel like a man to, assault someone, sexually assault somebody. That makes you feel more of a man. Or bullies. I've never understood bullies. Beating up some little kid, somebody that's smaller than you. Oh yeah, I was bullied until my brother I had an older brother who beat the shit out of anybody who disrespected me. And I mean, I'd been in the martial arts since I was 5, but I didn't like to fight. I just didn't like to fight. But I did get to a point where I did start fighting and whipping, it's like, all right, that's it, I'm done. That day did come. And one of the bullies, I beat the living shit out of that person. But I never understood, I never understood bullies. I don't know you. I've never said anything to you. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you bothering me? I've never understood bullies. I've never understood just that behavior. I don't understand. These people just need to be wiped off I truly believe these people cannot be rehabilitated. They should just be eradicated. And I don't mean lobotomized and put in some damn insane asylum or facility. No, because that's just feeding them and taking care of them. Fuck that bullshit. Get rid of them. Seriously, death row, all this prison bullshit, get them out of prisons. I've said it straight out. I've got a solution that will take care of the prison problem, and it would definitely make crime crime don't pay. as in bring back the old, for one, public executions, and bring back the gallows, rebuild guillotines, make it public, firing squads, and fucking public, fucking pay-per-view and that shit. Guarantee you that'll help the economy and clear prisons. Also, make death race real. Make it real. Running Man, make it real. Make these fucking criminals actually, obviously they want to kill each other anyway when they're in prison, shivving each other and shit. Fucking let's make some money off of that shit. It would clear prisons and people would be like, oh shit, these motherfuckers ain't playing around. They're taking crime, like the punishment for crime, really serious. Fuck that dude. I ain't committing crimes. I'm telling you, the deterrent. When people back in the old West did shit, what was the fear? The sheriff, posse, marshals, Texas Rangers. When it was like, oh shit, yeah, okay, well, we're gonna go on a killing spree and but all the Muggsy, Bonnie and Clyde, yeah, they did dumb shit, they did bad shit, and then when shit caught up to them, what happened? We have more rampant crime now because we don't have any real punishment for these crimes. Telling you, those are my solutions. We would get a lot of extra money and pay-per-view and all this other stuff and entertainment. Oh my God, you would watch something like that? Don't we already do? But those are just movies. But you're still watching the same blood and gore, watching, Halloween and Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're already watching, but it's just a movie. My mind knows it's a movie. But you're still laughing, and it just doesn't make any sense. Just tell your mind it's a movie, but also say it's a necessary evil. This person was a murderer. We're going to put that motherfucker in death race. They're not going to just live in prison and get 3 meals a day and shit. No, they're going to serve a purpose for us. And if they die, oh well. Let it get to the point of if they survive a certain amount of races or whatever, like Running Man, but not killing them off, but really letting them retire kind of thing. And it's like, you're still going to be in prison, but your life will actually be, you earn that right. You, after 10 death races, after 10 or what was it, 5 or whatever, surviving the Running Man, we send you to a better prison to live out the rest of your days, but you earned it, kind of thing. Could have died any other time. I'm telling you, just keeping people in prison is just fucking stupid. Stupid. Especially for violent criminals. Life in prison. Well, they need therapy. These fucking therapists, dumbass fucking everybody needs to be rehabilitated piece of shit people. This has been going on, obviously, because men are, there are toxic men. But there was always punishment for that kind of stuff. There would always be a way to punish people for that kind of behavior. But no, we're pretty much allowing it now. And it's just...
That's okay to you. Yeah. What? What the fuck are you doing? And then if a guy interjects, you're gonna jump in?
Oh, you being a simp, you trying to be a Captain Saber.
That's not what a Captain Saber is.
She's trying to pay for her gas, and you guys are surrounding her and keeping her from going where she needs to go.
Yeah, you heard what he said, right? The moment a guy like us interjects and says, hey, that's not right. Y'all call us a simp and all this other shit. Oh, man, you ain't a real man. And it's like... So being a real man is sexually assaulting someone, terrorizing them. We ain't touching her. Dude, you're impeding her path. You didn't just say, hey, can I have your number? Oh, okay, I know. Okay. No, You literally are fucking shark attacking her ass, terrorizing her. She's going to have nightmares over that shit. And that's okay. But the moment somebody like us says something, all of a sudden, oh my God, man, what are you, a pussy? That is not okay. Doing that shit.
Y'all trash.
No, that
Bro, you know what this is? This is
Y'all are trash.
picking on the defenseless. Real talk.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
guys are clearly bigger, stronger than her, and you surrounded and accosted a woman while she's just trying to go for a gas. It's late at night, and there's like 20 of you, motherfuckers.
Banging your chest and shit. In that situation, it's not because she's smiling that she feels comfortable.
Yep.
Let's be honest about something, all right? She probably gonna be smiling and be like, guys, stop. That don't mean she's comfortable or not afraid of y'all. The smile, don't let that smile fool you. Don't think that smile is gonna...
And I'm not going to say this whole thing. Imagine if it was your sister or your mother. It's like, listen, ladies are not deserving of empathy only if you can think of a relation that has anything to do with them.
Thank you.
That's like so stupid.
Thank you.
All right? If I see an old lady and she's struggling with her grocery bags and it drops, I wouldn't be like, hey, China got a grandma. Right? Like, no, it's somebody who's in need. Like, not everything has to be linked back to family. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is this is super trash behavior. And yo, listen, if cops were involved, I wouldn't be mad. Someone's just trying to go about her business and you the person. I've seen this happen in so many.
No, cops don't need to be involved. They need to let vigilantism happen. That behavior, we need to roll up. Because me and my friends have, as a matter of fact, one of the reasons that our group kind of formulated the little gang, quote unquote, that we had is one of our friends was raped. And in order to prevent that shit, we ended up forming our own group and went after the person. Yes, it was vigilante, but no, that motherfucker needed to pay. Because what made you think that that was okay to rape someone? Yeah, it's kind of like the guardian angels up there in New York. There needs to be more. I understand the guardian angels have been accused of vigilantism, but there needs to be more of that, actually. There needs to be more of that because that is a gang mentality. So there needs to be a gang mentality on the opposite end. Vigilantism to put these motherfuckers in check. That is not acceptable behavior. It is not. And I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it since I was a kid, since I was a teenager, since I was a young adult. When I've seen that shit, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you going to do about it? Well, obviously, if it's more of them, I'm pretty much already pulling my gun, and that's about it. I'm done. I'm not going to sit here and put myself in a dangerous situation without already thinking of that shit. And if it's one person, I'm already basically pulling out one of my other weapons, and I'm just going to fuck you up. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do about it. This is not acceptable behavior.
Foreign countries too, and it gets worse over there because policing is even less enforced.
Did I not say this when I got into an argument with somebody on the other video I said previously about that woman who went to the Amazon and ended up getting killed, and this person tried to point out that, oh, America is high, the highest rated domestic abuse. And I'm going, yeah, like in these Arabic countries, in these Middle Eastern countries, like they even report domestic abuse, and one of my friends was like, yeah, they don't. This is one of my friends who's been in the Middle East. And he was like, no, they don't, because it's acceptable to sexually assault and rape. He's seen it. He's seen the horrors of them literally raping little boys in the open in front of them. And they can't do anything about it because it's part of their culture. Because they've gone to they're radioing their command going, we're watching them rape a little boy. Well, you can't do anything. It's part of their culture. This is how sick these people are. Well, it's not all of them. It is their culture. And they're coming here. You do realize, yeah, it's not all of them, but it's still in here that it's a part of their culture.
So, I'm not with this. When someone sent me this, I was just like, man, the people.
But just as he said, it's even worse overseas. It's even worse. Again, Oh yeah, see that motherfucker that tried to call me out and everything. Oh, United States is the worst in the world. Bullshit. Bullshit. I think he's actually Nigerian. He's in Canada, but I think he's actually Nigerian. He just said it's worse over there. But again, you motherfuckers don't want to hear the truth. You leftists don't want to hear the truth. This is a person from over there and is saying it's worse over there. So you dumbasses that we hate the United States and the United States is so terrible. This motherfucker straight up just said, no, it's worse over there.
Of all their garbage. And for them to film this and think this is hilarious is crazy.
Ain't nobody not doing nothing. That.
Hey man, don't touch her, don't touch her, don't touch her. But you block her path and you stick your pelvis into her?
It's definitely gonna get sweated around this mouth. Yeah, she came to a circle full of pimps. She better get it too, ho.
You see what he said? You came to a circle for a pimp. You think this is pimping?
That's not
7 dudes surrounded one girl in a dress is trying to pay for her gas.
That's not
You
even-
guys are super desperate. 0 discipline. You look like lowlifes.
That ain't it.
And then moms would be like, I would never let my girl leave the home in an outfit like that. She got a dress that's almost close to her ankles. Like, what is you talking about?
Oh, she made it through. She made it through. She broke through the barrier. Hold on.
And dude, you're also smoking around her? What if she doesn't smoke? What the fuck is this?
That should be applied around here. It's a real pimping though.
This is real pimping right here. This behavior literally needs to be wiped out. And I'm not talking about asking them to back off. No, people need to roll up and just blast every single one of these motherfuckers. They do not. This is not acceptable in any form. This is.
I don't act like she never been caught before, huh?
You guys are degenerates. That's just whack. This shit right here, it ain't it.
Disgusting.
You could do better than that.
You know what bothers me, bro? Is that our degeneracy as black folks seems to always be broadcasted so loudly, like
Yep.
websites are World Star.
Yep.
You know, like when I go to foreign countries,
You know, no. It's not blasted everything like World Star. There are more of this behavior in the black community than any other community. Everything is filmed. Oh, they're just promoting it more because of the blacks. No, they're not. Hello, remember? YouTube protects this behavior, remember? They hide the videos and delete the videos and everything. No. If this were white behavior, it would be everywhere because remember, white people are the devil. See, if this were white people, this would be everywhere. But because it's black behavior, I guarantee you if this were white people, this would be all over CNN, everything. But because it's black people, oh my God, look, it's another video where they're trying to make us look bad. Trying to make you look bad? No, the video is self-explanatory. It is bad. It's not trying to make you look bad. It is bad.
and I see the same degeneracy. They don't often record it or have platforms.
Right there.
You know what I mean?
Platforms to
We have
show-
World Star Hip Hop just for that.
to showcase the ratchetry.
Bruh.
You ain't gotta worry about gas. He got you already. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of tank.
Dude, what is with you smoking around her? You don't know this girl. You're literally getting smoke all over her fucking clothes.
She don't even breathe. That's number one, man. Number one,
And y'all motherfuckers think that you have game. That's game? Really?
That's what it is.
There is nothing to say. There's nothing to say.
That's what it is in some areas, bro. That's what it is in some areas. And like, you know, when women say stuff like, yo, I'm afraid to go to the gas station at night, like
I get it.
I get it. Because I've seen this. I've seen this happen in front of me where there's like 20 dudes. And then people are like, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna do shit. You crazy. If you think I'm gonna go to a rabid group of men who are accosting a lady, there's 20 of them or 15 or 10 of them, and you think bro, I need to live too, okay? Because men don't take kindly when other men interfere. Now, it doesn't mean that I want to be silent on this issue, but it's also a matter of like, what you expect, Mark? Dude, you think I carry weapons with me at all times? You think no, you're crazy. I've seen stuff and I'm like, woo!
You don't carry weapons with you at all times?
You got a bazooka?
And nobody does.
Okay, then. What
I
you
ain't
want?
going to win a shootout with nobody.
Exactly. So there's not about having weapons.
I know what you're saying. Even if you did have a weapon, even if you did, you put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be put in.
Here, man, look, I'll keep it a buck with y'all. And people are like, yo, what can you do? I can't do. This is the only thing I can do. Is one, disavow this kind of stuff when I see it. You know, and then after that, it just makes sure the people around me are not engaged in that kind of behavior. You know, the people who I can't influence and have a talk with. But if you think I'm gonna jump in front of 15 dudes, you're crazy. But again, what happens to y'all's not right. Man, my cousins told me stories when she was traveling the world, bro.
That's like levels of problems here. You have the behavior, you have the fact that it's broadcasted, that nobody's saying shit, that the bystanders are engaging in that. What did your cousin say?
No, man, she just had to deal with it so much when she traveled like to certain places, especially when people have a little bit of liquor in them and it's like nighttime, man. Degenerates.
Yeah, this is another reason why women will not be equal. You do realize that when y'all talk about this shit when dealing with men, about toxic masculinity and everything else, you realize you're talking to us. You're talking to the men who are going, yeah, we already know there's toxic masculinity. Not for all men, but we know, obviously, from this video, we know it's there. We know that there are men who do this dumb shit. We do know that. But again, when y'all are out there preaching Madonna and all y'all, when y'all are out there talking and doing that shit, you do realize we're listening to you. We hear you. They don't, not these two, but let me get it back to the video.
Come on.
I ain't gotta worry about
this. We hear you, ladies, about toxic masculinity and just dogs and jerks and assholes and everything. We hear you and we understand. We get it. Those men do not. They don't get it. You heard what they said. You heard them. What can we do to get involved and help this situation? There's nothing that they can do. But these are the type of men that you're talking about, but they don't hear you. They don't care. They don't listen. They don't give a shit about this kind of behavior.
gas. He got you already. You know what I'm saying? I got a long time. What's happening? You don't really get free. That's number one, baby.
And y'all must think that you have game. That's game. Really?
That's what it is.
There is.
Again, y'all need to understand something. Those type of men, there's nothing we could do about it. You heard what they said. There's nothing we could do about it. They didn't actually commit a crime. If she were to, I mean, what are we going to do? Change the laws? In some ways, as long as there wouldn't become a negative part to that, I would agree with you about changing the law. I would agree that even that behavior is some kind of punishment. But then again, we also know from the previous videos, there are women who take advantage of that shit. And even somebody like me, who I was what, 18? And I got accused of rape when it wasn't. I knew the girl because she had dated one of my friends. He introduced her to us. She looked older. She was even told to us that she was 22. She even had a fake ID. So when her and I hooked up and everything, turned out she was only like 16. And somehow or another, she ends up telling her dad that I raped her. I voluntarily went down to the police station. Even the detective was like, when we saw her, we thought she was 22. Because I told my side of the story that even the dad did not know. Stepdad. He did not know the story. She ended up apologizing. It's like, no, she's the one who initiated the sex. And again, I had been introduced to her. I had been introduced to her as someone who was older than us. It was like, damn, my boy got an older girlfriend. She's fucking hot and shit. So I've been accused. And I mean, obviously she told the truth. and you know the truth. She ended up telling the truth and everything. The detective said he could have charged her for reporting a false crime. You know, he could have charged her with it, but he didn't do it. He didn't charge her with, you know, charge her with it. I even said, no, don't even worry about charging her with it. I just don't even understand why she did that, why she lied like that. But as I said, if it were for a real reason, a real benefit, I would support changing the laws to where even that behavior is a crime. Basically, shark attacking a girl like that. I would even do it as far if it were to be written a law, somebody were to where that's punishable, I would be all for it. As long as, of course, you know, hey, there obviously we know women aren't fucking angels and shit, so we already know there are going to be women who would take advantage of a situation like that. They would take advantage of that kind of a law, and there would be like, oh, every guy is you know, assaulting me and stuff. But again, I mean, seriously, if they were to, I don't even know. There will never be a perfect world. I have already said that there's no such thing as a perfect world. There will never be a perfect world, ever. There's never going to come a world where, you know, men are, I mean, you could pass all these laws, like the whole 6 o'clock curfew that they're talking about in Europe. You know, they want to make a 6 o'clock curfew for men. That ain't going to pass. And you really think that the people who are like that in this video are going to even follow that law? They're criminals for a reason. I have no answer here. They have no answer. I have no answer to male behavior like this. I have no answer to women who act fucking psycho. The only answer I have is that we're human beings and we're not androids, and we don't think with a binary number and logic. And we just follow a strict path, and that's what we do, like a goddamn android with a prime directive and shit. We're humans, and we fuck shit up. We're you know, we're broken. That's the reason why it's hard for me to believe that there, really is a God. Now, I believe in maybe the gods as far as like the pantheon, the pantheonic gods, where they basically, you know, Clash of the Titans, where basically they created humans as a joke, as chess pieces to fuck around with shit, as a joke. That I believe. Or evolution. But as far as the Christian God, no. It's just, I understand that we have free will and all that other shit and everything, but when I see shit like that, it's just, I have no faith whatsoever in humanity when I see dumb shit like that. Anyway, the full video or the link to their video is posted in the description below. Let me get off here, and this will be the final one because, as you can tell, you know, my voice is going out and everything. I'm just so disgusted. I've always been disgusted by male behavior like that.